You waited so patiently. Hello.
Hi. First
I
of all,
love that you
congrats.
stood up.
Yeah, I got my own little X.
Oh, cute. Thank you.
Well, congrats on special. My family and I, we laughed the entire time.
Thank you.
And, comedy is, you seem so comfortable on stage, and comedy is, such a personal place. In a lot of ways, it's an extension of yourself. Have you always been this comfortable? And if not, how do you get in your zone and just do you, really?
On stage? Yeah. Have I been this comfortable on stage? I guess so. I think part of being a performer versus a writer or a painter, part of being an entertainer, is that you are comfortable in front of an audience. This feels like home, even if you're totally silent or staring off. It doesn't, also just from being on stage, it's a place that you're comfortable in, that sort of uncertainty of will they laugh, won't they? When I first started, I think I talked really fast, as I do now. But now, if you do something long enough, it becomes your style, not your problem. So I talked really fast because I didn't want them to not laugh, and then everyone would know that nobody laughed. So I would go to the next joke so quickly that no one even had a chance. You can sit down. It's really cute. He's like, they just gave me this paper to ask this question. And I remember, I don't drink when I have shows. I won't have a drink. I wouldn't have a drink at brunch if I had a show that night. I take the responsibility of this job so seriously for so many reasons, the most important being people are trusting you with their entertainment, which and sometimes is important for their mental health, for their release. I am required at the end of the day to be sober for 1 hour and do my job.
Was there a moment when you realized that you didn't like to drink on stage?
Yeah, well, so I would have I remember I would have a vodka cranberry, so you can guess that I was in my early 20s. At the Improv, and I would
like them.
Yeah, I would put
Still like them.
tasty. I'd put myself in the bathroom stall and I'd run over my 7-minute set, just the paces of it. My jeans were so low, it's not okay. This was early 2000s, and I would go over and over it, and then I would get up and I'd do it, and you're anxious the whole time. And then I remember I got the flu one New Year's Eve. Me and my boyfriend both got the flu, and we were so sick, and I couldn't drink for a couple days, and something just clicked. I was like, I'm done drinking, and you go out, you have a drink after, but I just, there and then, apropos of nothing specifically professional, I just was done with that crutch. So, and for me, on a very personal level, it's a professionalism thing. That day is dedicated to the show. I can go sightseeing, I can do whatever, take a nap all day, but nothing that day. You do your show and then you relax. I also don't meet fans before the show. It's show business and there's a showmanship involved. And it's important that you as an entertainer create those boundaries and create what you think a performer should be. I forgot your initial question.
I think you answered.
The comfortability.
Comfortability.
So I'm comfortable now, and I have all these tools in my repertoire, for crowd work, and knowing that there's also this inherent thing of knowing that the crowd is there for you versus, oh, you all won tickets and you just came in for free out of the cold to a comedy club. If you're at my show now, it was a very deliberate choice. You're not just there and you don't know how you got there, which when you start, your audience, I'll never forget one time I was playing the Cleveland Improv, and it was the very beginning of my career, and I walked in and the room was packed and it was all black people. And I was like, oh, this is I'm so confident. I was like, this is awesome. The African American community in Cleveland loves me. And then I found out they'd all won tickets on on a radio show, and they'd papered the room, so they gave out a lot of tickets. And it was a challenging show, but I came through it. So that's not because they were black. It was just because there was a whole room of people not similar to my demographic I was used to, and every experience makes you a stronger comic. Every show, every different audience, every shitty show, every show of drunk people, you may not like it, but you will come out stronger. You have to tear muscle in order to make new muscle, and tearing hurts. And so that's part of the craft and the repetition of this.